Hi kids, welcome back. Okay, slightly weird, slightly different setup to see if this works. I've actually managed to get my phone on a tripod, so that's pretty good. We're just going to have a bit of fun, okay? Before the Doctor Who finale, I know I'm doing another Doctor Who video, but I'm currently, at the time of filming this, at 445 subscribers, which I'm amazed like how much has gone up just from doing Doctor Who videos. Like I said, I'm trying not to make my channel into a Doctor Who channel, but if I can get to 500 subscribers, apparently unlocks certain extra tools I can use on my channel, which might be interesting or handy. Anyway, we're going to have a bit of fun before I do my finale review. And I'm just going to go through 10 of the weird things, the weird rumours, you know, so none of this is from the horse's mouth. None of this is carved in stone. It's stuff I've heard, stuff I've read, and, you know, it goes from the sublime to the ridiculous. I'm not going to spend too long on each one because I could talk for a long time about this, but let's see what I can come up with. Number 10. I think this is kind of generally accepted as what's going to happen. Half of the regeneration, the first half of the regeneration is filmed, and then there's a hiatus. So the finale is going to end with Ncuti beginning to regenerate, and that will be the cliffhanger. Okay, that's number 10. What do you think? Number 9. This is mad. Multi-Doctor ending. Right now, I'm not talking. This is one of the things I've read and heard, and again, it could be complete nonsense, and it most likely is. 6 Doctors, all in the finale. So, Jodie Whittaker, Peter Capaldi, David Tennant again, Matt Smith, and Paul McGann, all in. Oh, and possibly Joe Martin. So, how many would that be? That'd be 7. Probably ain't going to happen. I'm sure there's an argument to be made for a return of Jodie and or Tennant, but let's not go crazy. Although I'd love to see Matt Smith, wouldn't you? Anyway, number 8. The War Between the Land and the Sea, the spin-off series, is actually season 3. I heard that the other day and I thought, no, silly. The War Between the Land and the Sea, if you're a Who fan, you'll know what this is anyway. It's basically a spin-off that involves a unit and some sea devils, and etc. And someone said, what if, I mean, this could happen. I love it when they say could happen. This could happen. Russell Tovey, who's in The War Between Land and the Sea, is actually the new Doctor. But they've kept it quiet, and The War Between Land and the Sea is season 3. No, I don't think that's going to happen either. Number 7, Poppy is the Timeless Child. This, I think, was born out of the idea that the first child that Tecteun found standing at the rift or wherever she was a little black girl with the afro puffs or whatever, and she looked very cute, etc. And that's the one who fell, you know, and ended up regenerating for the first time. So they're saying that the actress, the little girl who's playing Poppy, looks very similar. She is that timeless child. I don't think there's a lot of truth in that, to be honest. Okay, number 6. This is an interesting one and a little bit controversial. Omega, when he arrives, if he arrives, will be dismissed and talked down to as an example of toxic masculinity, which is probably connected to the Conrad, you know, character. Given recent Doctor Who's track record of things like this, it sounds like something that could happen. But I'm not even going to go into it any further. You just let me know what you think in the comments and be nice. Number 5. This is a big one. At the end of the finale, there's some weird kind of thing, and basically the wish world that we're in the finale is actually a wish made by Jodie's Doctor just before she regenerates. So what happens is time gets reversed. The wish world, do you mind? It's RTD on his motorbike. The wish world is which involves the David Tennant, the Catherine Tate, the all the Shooty, both seasons. It's all in the 13th Doctor's mind, and that's her wish, and that all gets completely reversed and wiped away, and we end up with Jodie back standing outside the TARDIS going, "Tag, you're it." That's a bit of a big ask, and I really don't think that's going to happen at all, because you know, if you're RTD, why would you sort of erase your entire previous run, you know? That's a weird noise then. They're on to me. Okay, number four. Poppy, the little girl Poppy, is actually a young fugitive Doctor, Joe Martin's character. I don't see that as being feasible. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, considering, you know, Time Lords can regenerate and something, and I think that rumor is born out of the fact that Joe Martin's a black actress and the girl playing Poppy's a black actress. It's very, very tenuous, and I don't think that's going to happen. Number 3, Rogue is Omega, because he's the one who's lost, because Omega was described as the one who's lost, but Rogue got lost as well. Again, a little bit tenuous, but not within the realms of possibility. But at the end of the day, that would be a big sort of downer for the Shooty Doctor, because, you know, obviously he'd found Rogue and they'd obviously fallen in love, and to completely take that away and go, ha 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 ha, I was Omega all along, it's like, that's a pretty a big depressing kind of turn of events, isn't it? Okay, number 2, Poppy is Susan's mother. Now that seems feasible, because at the end of the Wish World episode, you will have heard the Doctor saying, "Poppy's my daughter, she's real." So if Poppy is his daughter, the missing link between the Doctor and Susan Foreman, then Poppy would be Susan's mother. I guess that makes sense. We shall find out very soon. And now number 1.
Sorry, I'm interrupting this ramble just to tell you something. YouTube has told me that on average, about 291 people have keep coming back to my channel to watch stuff, which is great. Hello. But I'm trying to see if I can get up to 500 subscribers just to find out what that means and what other tools YouTube are going to give me, because that's one of the criteria for something. So if you're one of those returners who haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and that would be really cool, really help me out. Thank you very much. Now back to the rambling.
Number 1, the new Doctor, the 16th Doctor, is Billie Piper. Now, the pros: Billie Piper is since leaving Doctor Who, has become a celebrated actress, and you know, done rather well for herself, and she's got range, and etc. etc. I think she's too connected to the role of Rose Tyler. It would be bizarre to have her playing the Doctor. I was looking around on Reddit and things, and I found this photo. Oh look, it's Billie as the Doctor. No, it isn't, because then I looked on Google in 30 seconds and found this photo, and you can see that basically they've taken the photo from there and cobbled the head onto that picture. Photoshop, 10 seconds job. I could have done plenty of those, and if I was a Reddit member, which I'm not, I could have flooded Reddit with loads of photoshopped different Doctors and stuff. In fact, I have done. Not on Reddit, but I made my own Doctor image. You know, I've doctored the image, if you will. Anyway, that's the 10 crazy, silly things I've heard. It's not, I'm not dispelling rumors. I'm not saying they're true. I'm not saying they're fake. I'm just saying it's just all the weird stuff that's bubbling up at the moment surrounding the finale. And it'll be very interesting to see how close to the mark any of those are, if at all. So, what do you think of any of those rumors? Maybe you've heard something even crazier. Maybe you're one of these people who actually works in the business and knows exactly what's going on. But you've signed an NDA, right? So anyway, let's find out what happens in the finale in a couple of days. I'll be back with a review of what I thought of it. I'll try and be honest. I won't be mean, but I'll try and be honest about how it affected me. So remember, if I didn't like something, it doesn't mean it was objectively bad. I'm just saying subjectively, it didn't work for me, okay? Anyway, that's it until the review. See you next time.